go, baby! Springtime to start things off for us. Hopefully a long series, hopefully a 5-mapper. Yeah, this was one of my favorite series of the last few years. Their encounter at Raraland was sick. And one could argue, since then, humans have been getting better, have been receiving a few comfortable buffs here and there. But also the undeads, I think, have been getting more familiar with the MK first playstyle, which should be expected on many of these maps.
All right. What do the maps and pick and bans tell us, Mr. Remo Demo? Is there anything interesting? What do we got as losers picks for these guys?
Soccer's gonna pick Shallow Grave. First time we're gonna be seeing that today. And
Nice.
Tidehunters. And for XlorD, Hammerfall and Northern Isles. Oh, you know what? Hammerfall, by the way. Great Crypt Lord map. Just
That's
saying.
what I thought as well. Man, that is a very, very promising map lineup and player lineup and support from the community. W3Champions, always something special. And also something special is XlorD's Dreadlord opening.
Ooh, he's taken a page out of Happy's book. Harry's been playing a lot of Dreadlord recently, not just on very few maps like he did before. In the past was only Lost Temple and Terrana Stand, and then later on also Twisted. Nowadays we've been seeing Happy even play Dreadlord on maps like Concealed. It's becoming more and more fashionable.
It is. I've seen it yesterday in Happy vs. Hawk, where Hawk tried to punish this with Archmage into Alchemist. And this was also played by the young player Inspired. And he defeated Happy with that. Archmage, Alchemist, Cannon Tower Rush. So this build...
Cannon Tower Rush?
Yes.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, Inspired. So this build by XlorD with the Dreadlord by XlorD and Happy is fragile AF. You gotta carry this into the late game.
Oh, misses the first sleeps around. Oh, that's really painful. Alright, gets the
Got it
footy
now.
now, but that costs a lot of mana and a lot of time. And you know, I was expecting the Mountain King here, but no, instead it is the Archmage, who I feel like is the better hero against the Dreadlord.
Tough call. In a straight up fight, for sure. Archmage probably a little more harass potential. If you want to play timing pushes towards like Second Crypt or Slaughterhouse or just upcoming expansion. But in a straight up fight with units, 100%.
Yeah, what can also be really strong against Dreadlord is Mercs, with Berserker damage and the Shadow Priest Dispel. But in this map, there is no Dispel on the Ice Shadow Priest. No, wait. Ice Troll
right.
Priest is what he's called.
That's right. Oh, Mr. Remodim, I got some good news. I got some very good news. We
What's the news?
cracked $1,500 thanks to Disengage from Disengage TV, sponsored by GordVPN. 150 bucks, man. Happy holidays, boys. The big GordVPN sponsorship paying off. Thanks for forwarding this to us. Much love, Disengage.
Sleep and trying to go for the surround here on the AM. Oh, that didn't work at all. Alright. Both AM and Dreadlord around level 2.5 here. Even Skelly's getting denied. Every little thing matters. Would be great for Sock to get a cancel on the expansion, but that's very hard to do with the AM. You know the Dreadlord's always going to be looking for that sleep surround.
But there's still mana. Not too much. A little bit of a boost thanks to that mantle. But yeah, mana management looking damn fine for XlorD so far. 2-base, name of the game here on map 1. A slower late early game, but man, this is lining up to be a hell of a late game.
Seems like we're going to have a big power spike here on the AM. Creeping 2 greens at the same time. That's kind of neat. With the army out on the map, he's taking one, and the militia back at home taking the other. What's the item for him? Replenishment potion. Never bad. But Dreadlord also almost level 3 already.
Boots of speed on the Archmage. He's going on a hunt for ghouls. Carrion Swarm, of course, second spell for XlorD.
This is cool. Sleep creeping.
Yeah.
The High Priest makes this camp really tough to deal with, but with the High Priest asleep on the wheel, a lot easier all of a sudden.
Actually, Remo, there's no wheel for this. But yeah, you're right. If there's no inner fire, makes it easier, but now Inner Fire is there, and the Sasquatch takes a long time that Sock uses for the first harass out of many.
Every Acolyte that dies here will be tough to remake, although actually the tech hasn't quite started yet. Sock just beginning his tier 2 a moment ago. Investing his Footman, but good control on the Acolytes. None of them have died, I think, so far. And you can see how much Sock is respecting the sleeps around here. AM is staying way far away.
Yeah. Scared of vampires. That's what Sock is. Carrion Swarm gets a Footman kill. That's a lot of Footman about to fall, but also Acolytes.
Yeah. Next Carrion. Come on. Triple kill, baby.
It's ready now. No, there we go. And 1 deny only after 5 kills. Dreadlord, 3.8.
Yeah. And the Dreadlord, you know, for the longest time was considered a meme hero, one of the weakest heroes in the game. He's been receiving some buffs. And early game, still not the best hero. But in the late game, oh baby, can he be good.
Yeah.
And with level 4 around the corner, level 5 might not be too far away. And a big ghoul flood coming.
That's 6 ghouls. Shop isn't up yet. Only 1 arcane. Ghouls don't really care about arcane towers. Dreadlord on the left-hand side for a new skeleton, and that shop is wrecked.
Yeah, AM needs to TP home back very soon. But he wants to get the item first. Got the Shredder across the map already, getting closer to level 4. A good item here would be quite pleasant. Carrier perhaps not so much. Here's the TP though.
How much damage can he do? The blacksmith is getting cancelled. That's some structural damage first and foremost. Hadouken with the 1 available Carrion Swarm. But I think it's time to go now. Town portal forced, shop cancelled, blacksmith delayed, footman and militia killed. A grand mid-game for XlorD so far.
Oh, and the low HP ghouls being saved to the back. The other ghoul brethren are protecting them. This is shaping up to be a great series, Neo. This is both players here playing really, really impressively.
Dude, can we check him IP? Because XlorD is playing so much better than in the Pato series.
It's warmed up.
Two more footmen.
No shop is really annoying here.
Yeah.
No opportunity to heal right now. XlorD always, we've seen this in Meisterschaft so many times, right? Hitting the main base, ghouls here, ghouls there, so many threats to deal with. Really hard for the human to stay on point, multitasking, very difficult. XlorD playing one of his big strengths here, but he's going up against one of the best humans in the world.
Great recovery potential, of course, late game for Sock, 800 gold. It was very annoying damage that delays everything a little bit, but not super crucial, I would say. Definitely recoverable. Mountain King coming, shop up then. XlorD's tier 2 is still delayed. He got the crypts up, but how many actually? Oh, triple crypt. Clear sign for Gargs.
AM here living a bit of a dangerous life. If the Dreadlord imbibes a potion, sleeps around, this could be his end. And the Dreadlord is forcing away the enemy. Ghouls in the main base. Oh, nicely saved. No HP ghouls all to the back. Tech lead is still clearly with Sock.
He's trying to get them. Oh, ghouls returning lumber. That was probably not worth it, getting sniped immediately. And now the ghoul wall is up. The water always finds a way.
Ooh. Level 4. And is the Gargoyles. Indeed. Sock is looking very inspired by the new age happy play. And I think this is the cool thing about AM first. You can go into, believe it or not, inner fire rifles pretty well.
No, here we go again.
And the biggest Dreadlord strength late game is his potency against mechanical units, tanks and gyros. And of course, inner fire rifles are not mechanical units. But seems like Sock doesn't quite love the inner fire rifles as much as I do.
No
He's
one
still
does.
going light gyros, as it seems.
Thank you, Kratos, for the gifted sub to Baron. Thank you, Rock or Die trying for the 30th. Who gets the ogre? Hadouken, XlorD got it. And that is further delay on the Mountain King, who's supposed to be the carry later on. Tier 3 on the way.
Item as well.
On both sides.
Healing.
Yep.
Turn the fight around.
Ooh, also Rune Braces on the DK.
Yes, very good. It's wonderful to have with the DK second pick up these items early, because if you play DK second, it's going to be very squishy. Unusually squishy early on here on level 1, but with more armor and strength and magic res, this DK is going to be deceptively tough.
Flag cannon gyros coming. A great, great weapon against the Gargs, of course. Invo
Got
potion?
some can towers, baby.
We do. They can't attack Gargs, but still very good against Ghouls. Sock has been playing quite some FFA. I wonder if he remembers that tanks have the barrage upgrade.
I've seen some humans try with the tanks and the barrage, but I've never really seen it look good yet.
Well, you need to have extended fights, then it really shines. But in these short burst fights, it's not that great.
This, by the way, also where the watch elements are pretty good. You have some good anti-air against the Gargs already. Maybe also a reason why we did see anti-air first.
Second heroes, by the way, very underleveled on both sides. Not much time to creep at all. Dreadlord closing in on level 5, though. That is spectacular.
Barrage! It's coming!
There we go, dude! Man, in FFA, we've been playing that for a long time. And yeah, with Gargs, you kinda need long fights because they don't do that much damage. And if a couple of tanks hit these Gargs over a duration of like a minute or so, that damage is ramping up.
Swarm there, not quite hitting the most targets. But look at the Dreadlord's XP. Dude, he's gonna be level 5 before the first real fight of the game.
Yeah. That's some sick Carrion Swarm value.
Dude,
there we go.
Dude, that's so fast.
And that's also why gyros are not cutting it anymore, right? The Carrion Swarm takes care of them very quickly. Tanks are still affected by Carrion Swarm, of course, but they will survive a lot longer.
Dark upgrades also looking really good. 1-2 already. XlorD could invest in them even more. Supply is dead even. But right now, here's a Creep Jag as well on the Pally. He's looking squishy as hell.
Water Elementals taken care of. Lich out. Heal scrolls. I love the heal scrolls.
Oh my god. Carrying Swarm, dude.
Yep.
6 gyros, almost instantly all dead.
Pretty good. That's why you want the tanks. Now you need to buff them. Attack upgrades already there. Need some armor upgrades as well. But yeah, the Dreadlord is the star of the show.
Dude, the Dreadlord first. Imagine how this matchup has freaking changed. Dreadlord first might be the strongest strat nowadays. Isn't that insane?
Happy's always playing the same. Yeah. Innovator he is. But yeah, absolutely sick, man. Side knew it back in 2019. Really, not too many changes to the heroes, right? And still so many changes. It all started with the human transition to more Mountain King, and then the undeads adapted, and now it is such a beautiful matchup.
We got a bunch of tanks out. Good in high numbers against the Gargs, and of course very good against the buildings. There's a Zeppelin with 2 tanks inside, waiting to drop against the expansion maybe. But XlorD also going for the base attack. And against these Gargs, the Can Tower does nothing.
But against that, that's so much AoE! Carrion Swarm Nova with the multi-kill damage done. Mining prevented, and now up to the defense.
3 Gargs coming at a time. And the Carrion Swarm is doing so much damage. This Dreadlord is such a beast. How he can be dealt with?
Expo down though. Couldn't repair anymore. The tanks are falling too. The new Hadouken Paladin, not a threat really. And how much damage can the barrage do if it's only
barrage,
one tank?
Baby!
Is it New Year's already? I see the fireworks.
Dude, this took me 15 years of casting to actually legit see barrage. Without memes.
That is not true. I will remind you of a game that you probably forgot. But yeah.
I mean, but it's kind of part of the meta now. That's the crazy thing.
That's true. That is 100% true. And what a nuke this is again! Paladin out, Mountain King on the menu. This undead army is so freaking strong. Did Sock do enough echo damage by killing the haunted gold mine that this was all worth it?
Supply-wise, we are still very even. The tanks take forever to kill these Gargs, dude.
That's right.
When they're on Blight, with statues, with armor upgrades.
At least they don't die quickly. But yeah.
They definitely work much better than the gyros.
Yeah.
And you know, this is what I was talking about earlier. Enough fire rifles in theory might work, but the dangerous thing is also, you know, Nova, Carrion, will the rifles survive that? I guess, you know, you don't know.
Oh, Knights coming in now, getting nuked relatively quickly. Good staff. Mountain King, dead! Just evaporates against Coil Nova. And Dreadlord 5.6, we're getting close to infernal levels. The Gargs are too strong, too fortified, as they have 3, I repeat, 3 armor upgrades.
Yeah, 9 armor upgrades, or 9 armor rather, on the Gargs is pretty crazy. I think he was waiting for the Pally to get the Holy Light in. He was like so close, maybe just a bit of range missing. It's a big loss on the MK. No Stormbolt means no real kill threat. And XlorD seems to be in total control now.
He's still down in supply for a little bit. Garg's getting Stone Form to heal after a fight. I love it. And all you need as an undead is your heroes. Coil, Hadouken, Nova. And this base isn't even really fortified.
A town is under siege.
Strong start for XlorD. Oh, tanks now doing some good damage against the Gargoyles.
A player's forces are under attack.
So it's a small army, it seems like now. And again, the peasants here getting punished.
Yeah, economically, XlorD is for sure ahead after the harass, but a new wave of tanks at his shores on the left-hand side. We're gonna tune into it quickly. Knight saved. All right, how much damage is there? Ghouls are already in position, as you said. No Narrow Tower, though. It's not slowing down tanks, and that's good damage. We switch to the north one more time. 2 tanks attacking the guards, but statues are here for healing as well.
Dreadlord 5.9. This tank, is it enough? Yes, it is. We have the Infernal, ladies and gentlemen. And here drops the base. Now, there's even an Infernal to be concerned about.
GG! He taps out! XlorD takes the win with a Dreadlord first into Gargs into Celebratory Infernal. What a match from the German champion. 1-0 up now.
Yeah, wonderful start to our series. Hopefully, this is going to be a long one. Hopefully, we're going to see all 5 maps here. The Dreadlord, dude. The Dreadlord with 12,900 damage this game. Top in the charts.
That's a lot. Oh man, would have loved to see more Infernal, but I don't know. XlorD plays this meta, or this type of undead versus human, as if he played this for 20 years. There were so many nice answers, getting the defense upgrades early on, because you saw, at some point you saw the damage of the tanks. Like, if you don't have the 3 armor upgrades, these Gargs vanish against a couple of tanks. Constantly going for the Echo Harass. The saves at the expansion, they were so well done. And Sok couldn't find an answer. Great Warcraft by XlorD.
And once the Dreadlord is level 5, it's oftentimes very hard to get there. This game, it seemed almost easy. He was 4 so quick, he was 5 soon after. But once he's level 5, dude, he's so hard to deal with. And I think this is the big question right now for the humans. What is the counter to Dreadlord level 5? Or must you win before Dreadlord level 5? That's the question for Sok now.
That is indeed a question, man. I don't know. I struggle to see an answer. Maybe you can tinker a little with the heroes. Is Archmage, MK, Paladin the best combo you can do against it?
Yeah, true. I think there's still lots of room for experimentation there.
But it's hard. Like, I don't have an instant answer at all. It's really tough, man. It's really, really tough. Well, guys. Map number 2, Shallow Grave. Legendary map when you are, or when you've watched Meisterschaft. XlorD versus Todd, amazing games. This is the map where Leon scored the first victory against XlorD after 3 years of Meisterschaft competition. And now we play each other here. Sok trailing, 1 map down in this best of 5. If XlorD wins this one as well, that's quite phenomenal. But of course, this guy has all the potential in the world to bring it back. The cap is off, and so are the gloves. XlorD for Mouseboards 1, Sock for the Guangdong Freaks 0. Map 2, Shallow Grave.
Alright, this map has a great level 3 creep route and expansion for the human. Just the normal orange into the green, into the natural, boom, perfect level 3. It also has a Merc Camp available. But the Merc Camp seems to be a little bit wonky to involve in the creep route early. The creep route that I mentioned before is just so good for an expansion. And I think much easier to do with an Archmage. Maybe another Archmage game. Or do we return to the MK?
Archmage it is. And I think that's the right answer. You want to cancel the Undead expansion. At least once. And Archmage Water Elemental seemed to be the answer.
Yeah, this could be a wonderful timing for Sock. Like I said, the level 3 creep route here is amazing for human. One of the big reasons why this map is so popular for humans. And he will reach the level up way before the Dreadlord. And then might be able to pressure across the map.
People are using the time between the action to support the Back to Warcraft channel. Thank you very much, Ilagatua, with 85 months of support. Also, Gaming Brewer, thank you for the 21 month. Cheers. Cheers indeed. You guys have been pretty crazy today. Much love, everybody.
Alright, off we go. AM is out. We'll, of course, creep
player's
the normal
force
camp
are
here
under
right away, even using a bit of Lightning Shield. Sock knows how to min-max this. Very important not to mess up any last hits, because then you don't get level 3, so Sock needs to be on the money, as they say.
Absolutely. Ring of Protection is a solid item, but of course you want gloves. Not gloves, claws. And XlorD. Dreadlord once again. Onto the Sasquatch, sleep on the High Priest. Can't prevent the inner fire, but still should be enough. Similar situation as what we've seen on Springtime in the middle of the map. And the Dreadlord with the Ring of Region, Remo? Is it Christmas already?
Yeah, amazing find. This is the perfect item for XlorD. This is the best item on this camp. Crossbows 8 also nice, but this one is better. And this is going to be a nice and early expansion. But with XlorD creeping this big camp first, it's not going to have it so easy to creep up and creep on to level 3.
Yeah, you gotta go across the map. Oh, Scout Footy getting surrounded. Let's see if he lands, or getting slapped, lands the surround.
Player's forces are under attack.
Better than in game 1. Dude, XlorD firing from all cylinders.
But this right here is the reason why Sock chose this map. Expansion is coming, the AM is close by enough to protect it, creeping the green, and this will be level 3. How much will he be able to do with that level 3 will be the instant next question. And should be able to run down this one Ghoul as well. Boom, there we go. Now we got the level 2 elementals.
And they are the hard counter in the early game to Ghouls. One volley and they're half dead. Same goes for skeletons, and yeah, XlorD 80% away, as you said. That creep route not designed for level 3. It is designed for fast expansion, the fastest expansion. But you gotta hold that first against level 2 water elementals.
Faster level 3, faster expansion for Sock as well. If he can manage a faster tech as well, I would say this is a very successful early game indeed. We'll see how that goes later. But XlorD still has that sleep, surround, threat, and a ton of ghouls here. Holy!
Sock was trying to go for the counter surround, doesn't really work. There might be an opening bottom left, closes that. Also upper right with the Dreadlord. Instantly stops this push. Without many losses. Well done.
And now there's a possibility for another sleep surround and another hero, and the first hero kill.
That's right. Valkyrian Swarm. Oh! Valkyrian Swarm is the shining star of the late game. Sleep it is early. Mr. Sandman, bring me your dreams. Bum, 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 bum.
Gets another kill here. Easy to get that footy, but still far away from 3. And now it's nice for the AM. There's only 1 sleep left in the tank for the Dreadlord. In a moment, he's got the staff to get out of the sleep. Even catches the Ghoul on the retreat. Sock with a really good early game here.
Yeah, awesome movement by the Archmage.
Player's forces
Leaving
are
the
under
footmen
attack.
on their own to get the staff, but then get the kill. That's exactly how you have to do it. A little bit more creeping for XlorD, who gets boots now. Very, very helpful. But yeah, 2 base, 2 base. Tech's rolling. Shop this time not cancelled. And we're getting ready for the late game.
And it's very, very likely that XlorD's going to go for Gargs again. Again, I want to point out how amazing the development has been in this scene. Not only is the meta nowadays not about DK anymore, but it's also, you know, instead of DK it's Dreadlord, and also it's Gargoyles. Gargoyles were never ever played in this matchup for years. Everything has changed. And yeah, so it's very likely we're going to see Gargs. Question is, how's Sock going to address them this time? The tanks didn't exactly work out as a counter.
Yeah, that's because the high armor upgrades, can you stop them somehow? It's so tricky when your opponent goes Ghouls, he always has the lumber, which is usually a limiting factor. I don't really see a way to stop 3 armor upgrades.
Yeah, if XlorD is in a comfortable enough position, that should be absolutely doable. Oh, nice little creep check here by XlorD, threatening the AM, threatening the Shredder kill. Shredder kill here would be huge, and he's gonna get it!
Oh, denied by the creeps, alright, but that is so expensive.
This is very annoying. At least the lumber is looking good for Sock. He wasn't desperately in need of one,
Forces are under
but this is
attack.
still very annoying.
During map 1, you said how rarely you see Barrage and that you might never have seen it, but Remo Demo, WCA European Qualifier at Gamescom 2015, it was Warchief Rich versus Yaws, the deciding game. Warchief Rich was going for Chimeras and Yaws was answering with tanks and Barrage. And it was
Doesn't sound like a very good counter at all.
I mean, he had the tanks already
Town is under
and then
siege.
went for Barrage. There was a Panda, so you can't play gyros, you know, and that was, for me, absolutely legendary game.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, we had some legendary games indeed back then. And this series is also starting to look like a lot of fun. Remember map 1? Remember how the Dreadlord got level 3 quick, was creeping in the middle super effectively with sleep, got level 4 super fast as well? Not the case this time. This Dreadlord is taking forever just to get level 3.
It was just 20 minutes ago, Remo. Even my old brain can remember that. And that is indeed a problem, man. I don't know if Sock is gonna give him the time to creep up. I mean, there's a lot of camps on this map, so theoretically, yes, of course, you can get a high-level Dreadlord. But will Sock give him the time? I doubt that, because we see triple workshop already done.
Oh. Alright. He's gonna dare to go toe-to-toe. Gyros versus versus the Gargs. And I think before level 5 Dreadlord, that is playable. That is winnable. But of course you have to be kiting well. It's just that I think the strat will instantly lose if the Dreadlord gets level 5.
Except if you outmaneuver your opponent with tanks, Zeppelin drop, structural damage. It's also hard, man. Excellent scouting has been very good.
Neat little coil. through the
Yep.
trees.
Yep.
And the Dreadlord finally got level 3. Boy, did it take a long time. Now we're finally there.
Gyros are here, 1 attack upgrade plus flag cannon. Stun, thanks to the Mountain King trying to reduce the number of Gargs to be able to stay in the fight a little longer with the Gyros. But the Gargs, they always find a connection. 1, 2, 3, down!
Could also be 2 Gargs falling though. Or Ghouls. Alright, it's a bloody exchange at the moment. But seems like Sock is coming out on top. The
Yeah,
level
this
lead here is also a big deal.
This feels almost FFAE. First you focus on economy and then at some point you just start to fight to grind for levels. Exactly what happened here. 4 and 2 on Sock is amazing. But XlorD finally got Carrion Swarm level 2.
Yeah, he needs much more than that though. He needs a Lich, he needs an Orb, he needs the Aura, he needs Frenzy. And Sock seems to be, just tempo-wise, far ahead this game. Great start, good creep route, expansion came up perfectly. And yeah, that level lead. And now a lot of gyros.
Ooh, Hadouken hits, but not perfectly. Are there towers? They might help, the Spirit Tower here. Sock taking the time to creep. Getting Vamp Aura for Knights is nice if we get some Knights for the first skirmish.
And the gyros also so fast, of course, being flying and having lots of vision. Always know what the opponent is up to. So Creepjacks can now be attempted and sought after. Triple Hero is ready for Sock. Where is the Lich? Okay, it's got it.
Ooh, the Gargs again. How good is the air control? Pretty even. But the next Carrion Swarm will be devastating. Lich is out. Couple of exchanges. Sock is losing these gyros in high numbers.
Yeah, this was the first real mistake by Sock this game. He had an excellent early game, but here he was just a little bit off the mark with the concentration for 1 or 2 seconds. And that's when Carrion Swarm can punish you so fast. But XlorD's levels are still weak. Sure, the Dreadlord is looking decent, but DK2, Lich level 1, not too impressive.
Especially if you compare it on the other side. 4.5 on Archmage, level 3 on the Mountain King. And the Pally is out already. We get Barrage again, Remo. It's time for the tanks, and this time it's only the second attack upgrade, defend upgrade for Barrage.
So we're gonna pick up the big item. Seems like he needs a good drop here. What do we get? Helm of Valor is alright for the Dreadlord. Not the big one he was hoping for. And now a Creepjack, and there is no TP. How much can Sock get? He's got the Stormbolt as well to lock targets down. Oh, but a nice sleep on the MK. Pushes him to straggle behind.
They still came from behind, but didn't get too many kills. XlorD with the sweet deny. Oh. Triple kill again. Another one flying straight into the Gargs.
There's no Carrion Swarm anymore right now. Seems like this would be a great fight for a great time for the Gargs to fight. I mean the gyros. And also the Stormbolt forcing more threat on the heroes. DK hurt. Very hurt.
Oh, can he swap
Death Knight!
Oh, dies with an invul!
I think XlorD may have been looking at the Gargoyles fighting against the gyros. Very hard to manage this on 2 screens at the same time. That's a huge, huge hero kill.
Can't really be going for the Tavern, can he? Sock is controlling the middle. Every time you move out, this could be a potential Stormbolt kill. Trying to send a Ghoul now, but then you have to maneuver the DK back to your main army. Rough spot that XlorD is in. But he's getting stronger over time. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like, that map control in the middle, easily preventing a Tavern revive.
The herd gyros also sent back home, getting repaired now by the peasants, throwing their pickaxes up in the air. Apparently, that fixes an engine. Surprise, surprise.
I mean, that's kind of how we fixed the TVs back in the day, eh? So, does smack him a little bit?
Back in that's the ancient technology that the Zoomers don't know about anymore.
What do you mean? Televisions are still existent.
Sure they are. For the boomers. Which Zoomer now watches TV? Nobody.
I'm pretty sure a couple of people got screens in their flat watching Netflix and Prime. Not everyone watches everything on their phone, Remo.
Yeah, smart TV with internet, sure. But, you know, not like cable television with advertisements every 15 minutes.
That's what you mean. Well, we're all watching Twitch as we are good nerds. Knight saved, and now, how good is Barrage without the third tech upgrade? In combination with the gyros, pretty good. Hadouken coming in, still a bit underwhelming, if not level 3.
Combined mechanical forces of the tanks and the gyros against the Gargoyles. Will that be sufficient? Seems like it. Dreadlord, he needs to be level 5. Desperately needs that level 3 Carrion Swarm, but he's still far away. Sock seems to be taking a good fight here. He has an enormous supply lead. And good levels as well.
Enormous is such a wonderful word, and rarely was it more fitting than here. Tanks rolling. We're gonna get 6+ knights, of course. Water Elementals still strong. Going for the statues now, trying to reduce the regen. And man, fire works on the human side.
Level 5 Archmage, we got the aura now. So much regen for these human heroes. And the MK looking for more kills. He's close to 4, the Pally's close to 3. These human hero levels just seem to be too strong.
And it's not getting worse, man. Paladin level 3 with Holy Light might be ready for nuke soon. Mountain King with Fire Orb, very good against Gargs as well. This is a massive, massive supply lead. I feel like XlorD has to tap out soon.
This might be the end. Sock not really dropping in supply, staying pretty much maxed out for the longest time. Going for the hero kill attempt now on the Dreadlord. But there's coils, there's invulns. He should be fine. But the tanks are whittling away at this base.
And at the end, how would this... Oh, nice little dodge, man. Invo potion against the point blank Stormbolt. But yeah, it's what we've said all along. This Dreadlord without level 3 Carrion Swarm is just not enough. Lich about to fall. Everything is surrounded. Is there a hero nuke somehow possible on an Archmage? I don't think so. Sock. Just too good here. There's the Holy Light. Yeah, I don't even want to try it.
Still more tanks. Always more tanks. This is also where the AM is super good, by the way. Mass Ghouls could be super strong against the tanks, but the Water Elementals deal with them. You know, if you only had an MK here, it would be a different story. I'm liking this Archmage more and more the more we think about it against the Dreadlord.
Another Ghoul down. Constant air attacks with Barrage. XlorD lost some mining time. He's still trying to get an army up, but 40 food more for Sock. That's just too much. XlorD also supply block now. Still no level 5 Dreadlord, not even close.
The last tower has fallen. I think this is the defense finally breaking at the expansion. Blight is helping out, desperately trying to go for a sleep surround on the AM. But the DK ends up in a surround and ends up very dead. Invuln saves the Archmage. XlorD has to call it GG. And Sock ties it up.
We are back to a best of 3, everybody! That was Sock's first map pick and he played it beautifully. Always abuse the lower levels of XlorD. Never let him rise. Good control of the middle despite the Shredder loss. And then of course the game was kind of down the dumpster once the DK fell.
Yeah, just a really, really clean early game. And hero levels might be the story of the game so far. Game 1 dominated by a really strong Dreadlord. Game 2, not exactly dominated by an oppressive Archmage, but he just had a big lead over the Dreadlord at all times. Maybe XlorD needs to prioritize creeping more whenever he plays the Dreadlord.
Well, we got 3 more maps, and thankfully, all these maps are very, very different from each other. What map is next, Mr. Remo Demo?
It is Hammerfall, XlorD's first map pick, where, by the way, the Cryptlord can be a really good choice because of how difficult it can be for the human to get level 3 here, and there being no mercs. Cryptlord, indeed, quite dangerous here. But of course, the Cryptlord, in no way as potent super late game as the Dreadlord can be.
That's right. The ultimate, not as strong. Impale doesn't hit too much in comparison to Carrion Swarm, but the newly buffed Spiked Carapace is definitely tipping the scales, is it not?
It's actually pretty good,
Yeah.
especially for a third hero to beef him up. But yeah, maybe a little less good than level 3 Carrion Swarm.
Very little.
But yeah, speaking of creeping, the Dreadlord really seems like a very creep-thirsty hero, and this map not exactly super good for creeping in turn.
Okay, these guys will show us how to play it. Teams have been selected, races as well. This map will decide who claims match points. Before we go into this, thank you very much to Wintermute for buying the orc profile picture. Thank you Timbuktu Jesus for using the coupon code. Thank you Bear for buying the human and also orc profile picture. You guys are all legends. Thank you very much for the support.
All right, big game coming up now. XlorD, does he have something specific planned here, I wonder? It is his map pick after all. Will it be the Crippy? I would love to see it, also for the sake of diversity. But perhaps more importantly, if you play Dreadlord here, I really doubt that you're going to be able to creep him up very well, as this map is pretty limited in power creep ability. And yeah, of course, important game for the series.
Exactly. Whoever wins this has match points, and in a potential game 5, also map pick. Bottom right hand side, XlorD for Mouse Sports. Upper left hand side, Sok for the Kwangdong Freaks. Any changes here, boys? MK, Pally, Archmage, Bloodmage? Archmage it is. And XlorD? Is it the Crippy? Ooh.
Nope. All right. Dreadlord again. Dude. Dreadlord 20 out of 20.
Yeah.
Insane.
It is.
The matchup has apparently shifted. And I think Sok is making the right reactions. I think AM really is the much better answer to Dreadlord than an MK. Especially when it comes to dealing with Gargs and Ghouls. I think the AM just does much better.
Well, we'll see if XlorD finds the solution now. It's nice how this is a little ping pong game. First, XlorD threw a curveball with the Dreadlord. Sok responds. Ball is now in XlorD's court.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed. Creep route, expansion timing are very important. Shallowgrave, XlorD tried to go for an instant expansion. That did work, but it really came at the cost of experience. Wouldn't be too surprised to see him here focus more on creeping this time around. But, well, apparently he won't. He's going to go for the instant expansion once again. But I think on this map, getting level 3 should be a bit easier. Because if after you creep the natural, if you go for the orange and the green, that will be level 3 for you then. If that time is given.
Hammerfall, one of the latest additions to the map pool. Everybody's embracing it. Everybody's loving it. 2 expansion possibilities. Left-hand side and top on Sok's side. Or on both sides, actually. And will he be luring out the golem? That seems to be the easier thing with the higher reward. See about that. Wand of Illusion for a lot of scouting. But without a DK, scouting is actually pretty slow.
Yep, we won't have the Unholy Aura for a long time. Dreadlord. Actually going to the shop. Okay, you can see XlorD this time around. Clearly prioritizing creeping more. Doesn't want to be left behind the level this time.
Okay, I like it. Also, access to a staff, 2 boots, relatively soon. Kind of what you need with a Dreadlord on a map like this. More mobility. And the illusion finds the right position. Sok is waiting for the militia time to expire. The downside of the extended militia time, we have a staff.
Staff on both. Dreadlord back home, gets the Road Necromancy. I like that. Being efficient here with the time usage. A lot of mana on the Dreadlord. Could try to go for an AM Sleeps Around. We saw that before.
That Dreadlord illusion in the north is pretty annoying. Sok could have built that expansion for a long time, but just didn't, thanks to that illusion. And now XlorD has quite a lead.
And not so much mana on this AM. Not endless water elementals here. And this footy will be level 3, by the way. Oh, if he gets it. Oh no. Does it actually slip out? Oh, that's pretty unfortunate. That could delay level 3 quite a bit.
Maybe he's chasing. There's still the orange camp next to his base, which is almost always creepable. But not the easiest camp in the world.
Sok, by the way, seems to be cutting a few corners here. No tower, no shop. Instead, he's tagging already.
Dude, he's
super fast.
He's tagging before the 5-minute mark, before the expo was up. What the hell? What timing is this?
XlorD finds the right moment to attack across the map. These peasants all exposed. Is Sok gonna have to TP? No, he doesn't really want to. He's kind of close. He's running back home. But this will hurt the workforce.
It's Is he willing to spend the Carrion Swarm? It's really not that efficient. He's waiting for level 3. There we go. And now things change. Hadouken right away. Mass damage.
Oh, these peasants will be hard to remake, of course, in the main base. We're teching already. Oh, every peasant lost here hurts double. This is a big moment for XlorD. Big economic play here.
666 gold for a second. How fitting for this race, for this hero. And damage is done. That's exactly what XlorD wanted. Grind level 3 on your opponent. Cause some trouble. Punish the greed. And now Boots of Speed and Circlet. Yeah, pimp that vampire.
I think, you know, Shadowgrave, Sok didn't need the Shredder. I think this time he needs the Shredder. Lumber is looking horrible now.
Yeah, that's right. Plus he needs towers. Plus he needs the tier 3. Lots of buildings, lots of upgrades to make this work. XlorD's striking where it's hurting. And the next...
Yeah, this is how he loves to play. Scrappy, all over the place. There's some ghouls here. There's Dreadlord there. Skelly's harassing as well. And doing damage to the economy over and over. And slowly ripping the human apart.
Oh, the Carrion Swarms, man. This looks way more than springtime. There's another swarm against all these herd peasants. He's investing so much time to just chase a ghoul, and in the meantime, the economy is just suffering.
And the tower goes down. Floodgates still open. No mining at the expansion, almost. XlorD seems to have a huge lead. Tier 2 is done for Sok, but what can he really do with it?
Well, with 150 lumber, not much.
He needs that Shredder. He needs that Shredder yesterday.
But when? You need to be home for the defense as well. Now might be a little bit of a window, because Dreadlord has no mana no more.
Sok is at the lab. He's got the resources now. There's the Shredder. MK is in the works, but XlorD is greatly catching up on the tech. Remember how the tech advantage to tier 2 was immense for Sok, but XlorD has been clawing his way back. And clawing he will be again with the ghouls, again at the expansion.
Oh man, if you can't have Carrion... Oh, there was Carrion Swarm actually. 3.8. No threat from an Arcane Tower. 2 more peasants. He's constantly forced to remaking peasants. And what he get? He gets a ghoul in return. 4.4 Archmage. Not to be underestimated later on, of course, but that echo damage means the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So many peasant kills.
Sick, dude. Sick.
Of course, we did get the Shredder. He did survive. And yeah, this is a desperately needed Shredder. Needs to get to work. But guess what? That tech lead has swapped. Now it's XlorD with a tier 3 tech timing advantage. And that means that a Ghoul frenzy timing could be quite something.
Welcome, Raiders from Witty. Thank you very much for the support, mate. We are casting the W3Champions season finals. This is day 1, quarterfinal. Sok versus XlorD, 2 of the greatest human and undead players in the world with great meta plays. Dreadlord versus tanks, gyros. That's what you can expect here. We saw an Infernal already. And lots and lots and lots of Carrion Swarm. So if you like that, you're at the right place. If you don't like that, something's very wrong with you.
Yeah, these two are definitely delivering a show so far. XlorD clearly seems to have the lead. Is not going guard this time. Despite the Dreadlord being pretty well leveled, he's investing heavily into the ghouls, it seems like. Wouldn't be too surprised to see some ghoul upgrades. Yeah, first attack upgrade and armor coming already. With the tier 3 advantage that XlorD has, just a frenzy ghoul flood might be enough to even win the game.
As there's no clap, no blizzard, no big AoE. Water Elemental still strong, of course, but yeah, that's what it is, man. Triple crypt ghouls on the way to 1-1.
And you mentioned it, no clap on the MK. And that seems to be a mistake by Sok. Of course, hard for him to know that it's going to be mass ghouls. We can see it right away. He can't. But that clap will be so needed, man.
I mean, he would look pretty idiotic if it's mass Gargs and he has clap. Like, what's it for? But yeah, this is a lot of ghouls, and clap would be the hard counter to this.
especially once the MK gets 3. He's not there yet, but might get there soon. Alright, tier 3 is done. I think now Sok knows, though. This is a ton of ghouls.
Yep.
And what you need against that is cannon towers.
Cannon towers, ideally with frag shards, is so good. The synergy up for a couple of patches. Hadouken once again, level 2. Dreadlord saved. Trying to put pressure on the heroes, but that's not really working. But Sok is doing a good time in preventing at least level 5.
And he's also thinning out the herd. He's able to kill a couple of ghouls here and there before Frenzy is done. But it's about to be ready. And we still have plenty of ghouls, don't get me wrong. Water Elementals being effective still at the moment. But Destroyer form also soon ready.
Funny Mr. Remo Demo telling the internet to not get him wrong. Archmage still slowed. Are the ghouls in position for a vanilla surround? Not really. Oh, block again? Nope.
Ooh.
The guillotine snaps, but there was nothing to chop off.
And the gyros are completely useless.
A player's forces are under
What are they doing?
I don't know, man. These footmen are also destined to die.
Here come the ghouls. They're in the expansion. The cannon tower isn't quite finished yet. And the second one is not yet ready.
Oh. And there will be a follow-up. Like 100% there's a mana potion and heal scroll. That heal scroll is so good. Here's the cannon tower. All right. But damage is done. Again, multi-kill for XlorD.
Water Elementals here, again, need to do the heavy lifting against the ghouls. The one cannon tower is helping out already. Second cannon tower is coming. Griffin will also be good. It's all still taking a while.
How much longer can Sok withstand this pressure? Lich is here. No more lumber, of course, for Sok. That shredder would have loved it to get it. Paladin surrounded immediately, but at least the staff is online.
Oh, Archmage might be getting caught here. He's almost level 5. That is indeed a surround. Did he staff out?
No! Sleep! Good night! Holy light here. Town portal. That's more insult to injury. Sok is trying to get to Griffins, but once the Griffins are out, XlorD can relatively easy swap to Gargs again.
It's all about surviving though now for Sok. You know, with the tech disadvantage, it's just survive right now. And against the ghouls, he's doing pretty well. The Griffin magic damage is good. The cannon towers are all about to be ready. And XlorD's mana is mostly gone.
But he has a lot of gold and a lot of resources. Maybe macro slipping a bit. This was stressful. So much micro required to always do the right thing.
Sleep on the Griffin. Can't wake him up. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, nighty night. Yeah, true. There's nothing to wake him up. That's true.
That's true. Yo, whoa, doot with the resub. Thank you very much. Best content since 4 a.m. 4 a.m.? Must be from the West Coast.
What happened at 4 a.m.?
I think he tuned in when it was 4 a.m. for him.
I'm not too sure. Maybe explain yourself. Also, Stars and Stripes, thank you for the 60 month. Glad to celebrate 5 years on a Dreadlord game. It is indeed the perfect timing, my friend.
Alright. Sok held the push. He's got his tri-hero out. So does XlorD though. And both first heroes are about to be level 5. This is the first game where one hero doesn't have a clear lead over the other first hero.
Statues taken out. XlorD in Meisterschaft, when he was threatened by Griffins, he went for Necros, as Cripple renders Griffins useless. But Sok won't stay on mass air. He's going tanks again. And Barrage is on the way, expecting that guard counter. Sok making moves.
Alright. Cool game. Great back and forth. That's level 5. That's the big level up for the Dreadlord. And this means now sayonara to the gyros. They're basically worthless now. This will be the last 3 gyros we see. You mentioned the tank transition already. And boom, here we go. Panzers are rolling. Well, not yet. They're being assembled right now in the workshop. Because we have 3 coming.
The downside of this Ghoul play is that XlorD wasn't really working on Garg defense upgrades. He's only at 1. Getting 2 now and 3 immediately. Man, This is so nice to see these two players reacting to each other in very quick succession. One player is making a move, the other one's reacting, and this goes back and forth, back and forth. That's some great strategy knowledge needed here. But now, it's about the fighting again as Sok is pushing.
Okay, level 5 here, quite strong. It's the aura again, Overwatch Elemental. And counterattacked by XlorD, but 2 cannon towers are hard to deal with, dude, let me tell you. TP on home, TP trade.
1 tower down, XlorD bit supply blocked. But the most important thing is, ironically, the defense upgrade for the Gargs. Cannon tower, big investment, doesn't do much against air, obviously. But we get a lot of tanks. A little bit of creep check, yep.
The Griffins don't really stand a chance against the mass Gargs here. The tanks are doing well, dude. The barrage.
They are.
Round after round.
But the upgrade is finishing in a bit. XlorD has 2 heal scrolls, and heal scrolls are poison to barrage. Barrage. I don't care. It's poison to them. They do very little damage over time. And heal scroll pretty much counters this after 10, 15 seconds.
The Gargs in the main. XlorD knows there's no guard towers in the main base, just a cannon tower, which he doesn't care about. Gets the Griffin and should be able to get the peasants and the Shredder as well. This is big damage being done.
Sick. That Griffin snipe, man. Big experience, of course. Now the Gargs are starting to fall with the tanks in the main, but that's not where they're supposed to be. Tanks are supposed to be used aggressively at expansions. Now forces are split, and XlorD catches the next troop in the middle of the map.
Third armor upgrade for the Gargoyles now finished, and the tanks unable to keep up. 1-0 only for them. Does not really bode well for Sok right now, it seems like.
Yeah, he needs more, that's for sure. Once again, we take care of the tower. No guard tower possible here. And we ravage this expansion. We got quad crypt ghouls coming in now.
Let's go!
Yeah, let's go indeed. Like, what's supposed to counter them now? Except water elementals maybe, but they're only level 2. Tanks being dealt with. Repair is rather easy. And Sok just feels overwhelmed by macro XlorD.
XlorD playing a wonderful game here. The Gargoyles seem to be leading to victory. Backed up by a super strong level 5 Dreadlord. But can he still get this W somehow? Paladin almost level 3. Oh, there it is. It's a huge level up, of course. Supply-wise, we're still pretty even. But with the 3 towers here, XlorD's looking strong in the expansion.
Yeah, I think he can easily hold it in the main base. Archmage is at home now, has to summon a water elemental out of the fight. Tanks are taking damage during healing. And if Mountain King Paladin are on their own, they don't stand much of a chance, to be honest. But this is nobody's game yet.
Still very much up in the air. It might come down to the stronger heroes in the end. At the moment, all heroes are on the same level, and they all scale well into the late game.
Dude, we could see Infernal versus Mass Teleport. I wouldn't mind to see that at all.
A player's forces are under attack.
An absolute pleasure here for these two showing us. Only wish I have is that we're gonna go 5 maps.
Oh yeah. I have to go to the store to get groceries because I'm down to my last slice of bread. No topping, but man, if we get a full 5 map series, I don't even mind.
Still only one attack upgrade on the tanks. Look at the main base for Sok. It's taking them so long to deal with the Gargs.
He's going Storm Hammers instead.
With the Stormbolt Holy Light nuke, he can pick off the Gargs now one by one pretty well. Oh, still a lot of Gargoyles though.
How is he so confident that the Gargs have an impact on this game?
No. Good prep. Good game sense.
Wow, incredible. Paladin down to 50%. Lines up a Coil Nova. Carrion Swarm triggers the Invo Potion. tanks have not much to attack here, really. The guards just flown away. And the economy is wrecked. It's wrecked. The guards.
Yeah. The missing guard towers in the main base. I think that's what's losing Sok here the game more than anything. No guard towers in the main. The economy in the main base just not a thing. Trying to TP and save the pally. Oh! That was the longest TP of all time, dude. What the? That wasn't 5 seconds.
Eternity. Oh man, Mountain King down, back from the tavern. Huge expenses down on one base. You can't really afford that.
And now it's looking absolutely tremendous for XlorD. He's got the strong tri-hero. He's not too far away from the level 6, by the way. He's been mining this whole time. Perhaps probably too much longer, though. Mains and expansion about to expire. Only for XlorD, though. Oh, is there still a way?
Would you say we should wait a minute before we draw conclusions?
Wait a minute. XlorD, though, has a huge supply lead. Going for another base. Maybe level 3 Aura was the mistake. Maybe level 3 Water Elemental is better here, since the Gargs are such a problem, and the Ghouls also can be.
Both so good.
Turned out that... And maybe Clap would have also been better, but it's all not clear. It's not exactly certain.
5.8 Dreadlord. Tanks give quite a bit of XP. Will we see another Infernal? Here's the mana pot. Waiting for the perfect moment to strike again. Ghouls tear tanks apart. Invo Potion again on the Dreadlord. Water Elementals provide a lot of XP. Here comes the barrage, but again, you barely notice it.
Yeah, these Gargs on Blight with statues, with these upgrades, maybe a heal scroll. Can't deal with them.
Level 6.
Can't deal with them.
Level 6. Infernal again. And Sok has
hardly anything left, man. It's just tanks. One knight and the rest is tanks.
Yeah. How do you salvage this now? Sok has... How much gold is there? 4,100. XlorD needs to get this third base up. That shows you how crazy XlorD's harass.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Shredder harass. Yeah, you got enough lumber, right? It's fine. But a little bit too late.
Quite enough.
Sick XlorD play. Very unique in the way he acts on Warcraft maps and outside, to be honest. But man, what a game.
He's waiting for the perfect moment to drop the base. I think XlorD knows how far ahead he is. Now it's just about playing it safe. Don't make any silly mistakes. Especially hero kill here is what he has to be careful about.
Yeah. Okay.
But at the same time, you know, it's not many knights. It's one knight to be precise, and these tanks can't attack heroes.
That's right.
Balance change didn't go through.
That's true. The fact that they tried. Oh, that Infernal stuns the world. And now what? We got Clap. Okay. Barrage must be countered by a heal scroll soon. Mountain King behind enemy lines, and he can't chew through this. The Infernal is amazing versus tanks. Can't be dealt with really because it can be coiled. Lich has a lot of mana still. The Dreadlord can spam these carrion swarms.
Water Elementals, Clap. There might be a way to win this.
Oh, it's there. Okay, Clap is good. But, that undead noob. Surround. Archmage. Staff out.
Oh, nice saves.
And the tanks all of a sudden. Oh, okay. He's hurt. Next to a shot. Potion. Nuke. TP.
Wow.
All
dude, sick clutch plays by Sok. Sick clutch plays. But is it enough? I don't know.
The tanks found the way to the expo. No tower. 2 tanks.
But a million acolytes for repair.
That's right.
It's still only 1-0 tanks. That's the big problem here. He's got bad upgrades. 1-1.
Close to level 3 coil we are, and Sock taps out. XlorD gets the win. Match points for the German. Sick Hammerfall game, man.
Now 1 map away from the revenge for last year's Rara Land, where Sock had a tremendous showing. Of all heroes, it's the Dreadlord now who's making things so hard for the humans. It's kind of funny, right? They thought, oh, finally we know how to deal with the Cryptlord. Finally we know how to deal with the Lich Fast expansion. Finally we're in a good spot against Undead. And here comes the Dreadlord first all of a sudden.
Man, the smile on Remo's face, just once again disgusting. I feel for the poor humans. They've been suffering for such a long time, yet here they are on the receiving end once again. But that receiving end is a damn cool one. Amazing games, amazing back and forth, crazy late game hero action, everything we love about Warcraft put into one matchup.
And again, I want to say, I just hope we get all 5 maps here. Then I'm going to be happy, and Christmas will have come early.
As so often with the W3Champions finals, man. What a sick series this is. The next map is very, very different from the last one. It is Tidehunters, small map, not too many ways to maneuver around. Any advice for these gamers, Mr. Remo?
Just keep doing what you're doing. That's all we want to see. This is a wonderful series already, and I don't think there's really many mistakes going on. It's just like, at some point, it seems like one side has the better heroes, the stronger force on the map, and then they can make use of that to take momentum. But it's been so close to it. It's been really closely fought. I love what they're doing. I would say level 3 Watch Elemental is better than level 3 Aura, specifically in this matchup. And also getting Clap earlier, if there's Ghouls, might be the better choice.
All right, then. Let's see if this guy can close it out. Thank you very much for the support. Flowboy Jory for the 9-month resub. Fort Hype. And Voodoo Tut with the 5-month as well. Match points XlorD. 1 map away from the semi-final.
Jo, meinetwegen starten.
Okie dokie. I've never seen Dreadlord first before on this map, but I guess it could work. I mean, why shouldn't it?
Or this is now the day to go Cryptlord.
Is it? We'll find out in a moment.
Is it though?
Is it? Oh.
It is Dreadlord once again, Remo.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, how? I'm still baffled that this is now meta.
Right?
At the end of 2023, it's not even a rarity anymore. It's not even, you know, a specialty on certain maps. No, it's just now meta, apparently.
By the way, did you spend a lot of time with Insuperable by any chance?
Okay, dude.
Okay, dude. Dude.
Why?
Because you say dude all the time. Dude.
I mean, he is a role model and a
Yeah.
scholar and a hero. So
Yeah, is that so?
I think so.
For whom?
For all of us, obviously.
Yeah.
Big creep for stock, though. This could be a powerful start for the Archmage. I think hero levels has really been the difference maker this series. And it's going to start off with a level 2 right away. And a big item. This item, honestly, could make quite the difference right away.
Yeah. Flute, wound bracers, rope, Sobi mask, a lot of good stuff. Even, you know, even belt for HP is pretty damn good.
Only Quasar's boots is the one really trashy item.
Yeah. Belt.
Forces are under attack.
Dreadlord claws and instant expo. And why not? Nick XlorD, thank you for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. All the support. We welcome it with open arms.
Dreadlord here almost now on level 2. With Lich, oftentimes we see him harassing here with level 1 because you use one Nova, get the last hit, boom, that's level 2. But the Dreadlord's a lot easier. A lot harder, I mean, of course, to steal these last hits early, so it's more creeping again. But look at AM's timing, bro. He's gonna be at level 3 like 3 minutes 30. This is like imballation days.
That's super sick, man. Great timing, and of course the Dreadlord needs some time for his own levels, for his own expansion. So use that time for your own levels, and feels like XlorD is running into the same timing issues that we've had on map 2.
Archmage in danger of getting surrounded here, maybe. Lots of mana on this Dreadlord. He's fully topped off. And Sock, I think this should be easy expo cancels, right? He's got the footies, he's got the watch elementals, but it would be hard to involve the AM. Oh,
yes, with that
the
narrow
cool run by.
sure.
This is nice by XlorD, relieving pressure on his side.
Oh, classic XlorD play, dating back to, I don't know, Cryptlord days. But some of them are severely hurt, and the Archmage is right here.
Oh, that's the first. We saw a buttload of peasants dying map number 3. XlorD would love to resume his maniacal tendencies and become murderous again.
A player's forces are under attack.
And this time he gets level 3. If he's left alone at the marketplace, he gets a huge level up. Scroll of the Beast also, not too bad, but Sock maneuvers around him.
But time was bought for the Haunted. That one finishes. That's hard to do on Tithe Hunters, you know? With the AM level 3, with a threat against the Haunted with the Watch Elementals. But XlorD managed to get it up. It's very important to get up at the right time. And Watch Elementals still gonna be active. Dreadlord needs to get a few more kills for that level 3.
Let that be a lesson, everybody. It's very important to get it up at the right time.
Keep that in mind, boys.
Both kill each other's economy. That's what it's all about. Water Elemental definitely waited for that. Kill to the tower, can't deny it. Level 3. Okay, this is quite even in comparison to map 2, but XlorD still suffering.
Tech timing will be a big deal here once again. Nobody started the tier 2 just yet, but Sock will be able to do it in just a moment. He's got the Shredder, so we're gonna have infinite lumber this game. Which this time around, he may want to invest in a few more towers. Like 1 cannon tower and 2 guard towers in each base might be the sweet spot to be safe against everything.
Dreadlord wanted to get some boots, some staff like he did before, but not just now. Ooh, this is begging for a follow-up attack of Archmage Footman, but these guys rather want towards the expansion and leave the base alone. Tier 2 techs pretty much at the same time. Now it's time to get some safety.
Great trigger discipline here on the Dreadlord. He's been using hardly any mana. Now, the time, perhaps. No, apparently not. I like some more towers. Sock has seen how good XlorD can be with these multi-pronged attacks, ghouls flooding in everywhere. And a few towers in each base can certainly greatly help with that.
Yeah, on Hammerfall, that wasn't the case at all, due to also lacking lumber, of course. That shall not be the case here. Lumber mill up early, Shredder up as well. Still, has to withstand these pesky ghouls, but they're not attacking for now. A little bit of inefficiency. Water Elemental here, Archmage here. This shall be dealt with.
Again, I get this feeling that both are just displaying a great game here. Wonderful to watch these two pros go at it. XlorD losing a few ghouls here. A decent number, I guess you could say. AM now very close to level 4. Sock is starting to get a bit of a level lead here again.
3.8, and this level 2 Brilliance Aura is incredibly effective. Just fueling these Water Elementals. Crypt number 2. We don't see the third yet. Is it ghouls? Is it guards? Will we have the first fiends? I doubt, but both are getting filthy rich.
Yeah, since XlorD doesn't really have a big tech lead this time, it seems like a Frenzy Ghoul Flood timing like he played before shouldn't be so effective this time, because the human will be ready on tier 3. It's only Arcane Towers though so far, which ghouls don't mind.
Skeletons do, of course. Harass Dreadlord does to a degree.
Are under attack.
But you are very, very right. No guard towers at all. XlorD finds the time for the middle. Finally time for boots and staff. And this is, of course, incredibly easy to creep.
Panda!
Whoa! We talked about it after game 1. Is Archmage, Mountain King, Paladin the right hero combo?
Oh. And now things get very hectic in the air, dude. Gyros against Gargs, Carrion against Breath of Fire.
Wow.
Oh, they both need to have some quick reactions.
That's gonna be sick. Ideally, you start splitting your control group, something you don't see too often. But yeah, this is mass AoE. AoE meta.
And this little attack is proving to be quite difficult to deal with. Panda Breath of Fire also bringing a fiery addition. And, well, XlorD certainly can't go Panda. He needs DK. I have seen recently in some other games that Undead without Aura and Coil is absolute trash.
You mean the PCG game from earlier today?
Also, there was one in TED Cup, actually.
Oh.
But yeah, that also.
Panda getting stuck, but potion, nicely done, can stay and will not be nuked here, or should not be nuked. Great harass by Sock, using that Panda so well. A little bit counterintuitive, because you always want to get him up to 3 and creep when you get a Panda, but that did a lot of damage. Keeps XlorD supply blocked at 50 even.
Yeah, I like the Panda choice. You know, in Human Mirror, sometimes when fast expansion in tier 3 is happening, we see a Panda instead of MK. It's so hard to say no to the MK because he's such a good hero. But what he can't deal with is air units. So the Panda here will fit the bill much better. And of course the question will be, who's going to be the third hero then?
Yeah. Is it Stormbolt for the disable, for the damage, or is it Paladin for the heal and aura? That's really tricky.
I feel like Holy Light is too important. I think he has to forgo the Mountain King this time.
Oh, that Carrion Swarm missed.
A town is under siege.
But then, will XlorD not just outstaff you with Carrion Swarm Harass?
Some Arcane Towers could try to deal with that, maybe. We have 3 towers at the expansion, 2 in the main base. Seems to be a decent setup. Very curious to see how this is going to go. And, by the way, this is the first time I ever see Sock play Panda second against this. I wonder if he's even practiced this, or if he just came up with it on the fly. After all, he only started playing it on map 4 here.
Yeah, that's right. He's, of course, a brilliant mind for the game. Or is it maybe too late? Panda coming in again, this time level 2 with Drunken Haze. A little bit of crowd control for that. Orb of Corruption, Carrion Swarm, the big AoEs. Only 1 tower still. XlorD wasn't able to afford it, and we have the answer. It's the Paladin. You were right with the Holy Light call.
Gyro bombs, done very early by the way. There's a lot of pressure against the buildings. Breath of Fire plus the gyros and perhaps some footmen and hero right clicks. XlorD's expansion is in serious danger here.
We get a temple. Interestingly. Archmage might be trapped. Not there yet. Lich is here too. That was a Coil Nova destined to happen, but TP out. So, anti-magic Gargs?
That would take a lot of mana. Is that feasible?
I don't know, but if it's just for curse, then like what do you want to curse?
I mean, Fiend Banshee is super strong against this style. Return to Fiend Banshee maybe?
Yeah, it's an attack upgrade for ghouls. That they came from. But like it must be anti-magic. Like, well, let's just wait and see.
This time is XlorD here being pulled apart seemingly. Always being attacked in one place, and there's gyros showing up somewhere else. Not the easiest game for XlorD at all. Sock making smart adjustments, and definitely seems to have a lead now this game. Clearly reflected in the supply as well. We've got 3 tanks coming, and once they roll around, I'm expecting the next attack.
For sure. Isn't it kind of funny how gyros and tanks basically switched roles? A few weeks ago, the anti-air was gyros, and to attack the buildings, it's tanks. Now we got barrage as anti-air, and the gyro bombs are doing the structural damage. Like,
yeah, they do have a lot of overlap in weird ways.
That's right.
Kind of interesting. Sock, by the way, creeping the lab. He could go for sappers here. Attack with the tanks and the gyros at the expansion. Use sappers in the main base if he feels frisky enough. Oh, Hoodbracer's found. That is an amazing item. Should be given to the Pally, I guess. Here we go. Next round of attack.
With the gyros, couple of them dead to the carrion swarm. We do have a spirit tower. That's a huge help, but not anymore. First tank dealt with. And with the Acolyte in position and the resources up, this should be a heal. But what's happening in the base?
Couple of curses being thrown out. Do we have adept training? Yes, we do. So there's a bit of AMS. And of course, the nice thing here for XlorD is he never has to be worried about Stormbolt. That makes micro your heroes way more relaxed.
Destro upgrade went through, but the slaughterhouse is down. Banshees are coming with only quote-unquote AMS and of course Curse and Sleep Against Knights. Very potent. Panda.
Sleep, sleep, sleep. Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, Steph's on cooldown. Both of them.
Surpass the TP, but there's gonna be another sleep.
Can he wake up? Somehow Panda tries to free himself. Level up. Nova. Kill. The worst possible timing, and the Archmage as well. XlorD firing from all cylinders. Hero kill, TP, and the pressure relieved. We have a game.
Yeah. Good move here by XlorD. Find the opportunity. The sleep can really punish heroes out of position. And Sock underestimating the danger there a bit. When the Panda got slept, I guess he should have just TP'd out right away. But he had resources. He could afford the Tavern Res. The Panda is back. And he finally got that level 3. Huge level up, of course, always.
An amazing, amazing game. PSJ1 Dao, thank you for the Prime. Schwebefliege, 8-month resub. Go Warcraft! Thank you guys for the continuous support. No rest for the wicked though. Zeppelin
Tank
drop,
drop.
tanks plus gyros. The Acolytes are busy defending on the left-hand side to buy time for a TP, but they were a little late. Carrion Swarm. Oh, I don't think... Can he save it? I don't think so.
It's gone. It's gone.
Oh, that hurts. Sock with a surgical strike just when you thought that XlorD is back in the game. He's not.
Oh, and the Knights as well. All the towers are now gone. It's all up to the Dreadlord. Can he hold this all by himself?
He has a mana potion going for the Panda again. This time, staffs are ready though. Hero kill, so hard to do. Also not the craziest damage output in this army. Thanks to Banshees, of course. Lich surrounded. Getting coiled and can free himself. Tank to the side. Saved as well. All of a sudden, Sock is steaming hot.
Yeah, with the expansion here going down, XlorD is falling more and more behind. He needs to trust now in his strong heroes. He must find kill after kill to have a chance here still against Sock. We have level 5 now in the AM. Once again, he's going to go for the aura. Lots of regen here, and I think Sock is willing his way to map 5.
DK has a heal scroll, but that's about it. Water blocks the way. There shouldn't be a way out. Holy Light will kill him, and that's it. Get baptized. 2-2. We go full distance.
Hell yeah, baby. I am glad. Very glad we get to see map 5 here. A treat for all of us. Sock does it. Brings it back from the brink. Map 5 decider. Surprises us with a Panda second. And it looked good. It looked real good. Is that the new answer? It might be.
It might be. XlorD has to be quick on his feet now to come up with a solution. But now comes something into play that we mentioned at the very, very beginning of this game, and that is whoever wins map 1, if we go back and forth, has his map pick at the end of the series, as game 1 was the neutral map. XlorD earned this one. And the map is...
Northern Isles.
Northern freaking Isles. A map that has seen tank play for years. So we shouldn't expect anything else, really. And what I also didn't expect is that Scars throws $5 into the prize pool by buying a Warcraft 3 Season 16 orc profile picture representing the TC on the ladder when the grind is getting real for the Dach Inferno League that is starting early next year. There we go. We got DK, Potom, TC, and Blood Mage up. $5 a piece. We are at $1,556. Thank you very much for all the crazy support. These players absolutely deserve it. And if you want to reward the players, even if it's just $1 or $2, we are 3,000 people watching. Reward them and raise the prize pool. XlorD Sock, a legendary series from Raraland 2022, is finding another victor here. Can Sock do it and win back to the first back-to-back maps this series? Or is XlorD, for the first time in years, back in the final 4 of the W3Champions ladder? Northern Isles will tell us.
What a wonderful day. What a wonderful way, rather, to start off W3Champions on the first day. Great series. Absolutely. Exactly what we were hoping for. Now the decider. The Panda second seemed like a great choice against the Dreadlord. Gargoyle play. Great adjustment by Sock. I wonder what the hero here is going to be. This is a really, really good MK map. But MK seems to have his issues against Dreadlord. How is Sock going to choose?
He could gamble for an MK if he thinks that XlorD is the one with the curveball and goes Cryptlord now. MK it is.
Against Dreadlord. Ooh, okay. Okay, baby. Of course, by no means does it mean the MK can't beat the Dreadlord. Any hero can beat any hero with the right game. And that's the thing about this map. MK here has a great creep route. Normally you can set up the expansion really well. You can counterattack very well. MK is a big threat with level 3 and boots and all that. So, if Sock has the better early game, a better transition to tier 2 and gyros and so on, this can still very much work out well. But if XlorD gets ahead, this will be a tough game for Sock.
This is the cool new build of the humans against the cool new build of the undead. What will prevail? Okay, it's once again all about creeping, all about expos, all about the trades, and all about teching. It's about everything. And of course, it's also about early items.
In this season of W3Champions, ladies and gentlemen, we do not have a lower bracket. It is do or die in every game. As we have Kilgrim with 5 gifted subs as well. Thank you.
Boom, baby! That is a sweet one. High five, my friend. Skull of the Beast. Solid. Of course, you would love to have Water Elementals now, as it scales better with them. And what's XlorD gonna find? He goes for an instant expansion once again, whether Sock expansion is rather on the slow side.
He's prioritizing getting a fast level 3. He's gonna get the green camp here first, then call the boys, go to the natty. And that should be level 3. Unless XlorD can manage very strong Harass. Ring of Region again. Amazing for the Dreadlord. I think so far in his favor. I think Sword of the Beast is terrible on MK, honestly. Late game it's good, but early game it's all about mana, all about HP, I would say.
That's correct. Would never speak against you when you say that. I would oftentimes speak against you in general, but not on that topic. And I think more buds.
Very wise.
Yeah, for sure. 38 month of a sub. Thank you. What's the MK item? Claws plus 8. Man, these would be the dream items for an Archmage. But he got level 3 and XlorD will get a hammer to the head.
Sock would love to get some boost of speed as well. Did I say XlorD? I mean Sock. I would love to get some boost of speed as well. But the shop is kind of far away. He knows if he leaves the peasants by themselves, could endanger them quite a bit. Needs to send out footy scouts, and that he does. Looking for XlorD on a possible approach, but XlorD right now is just creeping. Trying to get level 3. Needs a bit more.
Yeah, Sock finds him here, knows now. I got the time. I got the tele staff. I got the boots. They are available for XlorD as well, as the stock has been changed in recent patches. But that is quite some mobility and, of course, a way to get out of surrounds.
A lot of ghouls here out on the map. MK, by the way, also a hero. If he gets sleep surrounded, he can fight back way better than an Archmage can.
Block.
Oh, and now he's surrounded!
What? Of course! With Stormbolt, why not? Both surrounded!
Oh!
No TP on XlorD! Carrion Swarm! Nothing else! And he
Needs to get the
just
return.
walks out
he
like
can't.
the Chad he is! Turns around, gets another kill. Sock! What a sick maneuver!
Ooh, that's such a big lead now. Now it's going to be 3.5 MK versus 2.6 Dreadlord. Back from the tavern, 0 mana. But the MK is also pretty hurt, pretty low mana.
Oh, wow. The shop is, of course, not up. Everything at 50%. XlorD goes into the offensive immediately. Ghoul's gotta carry this because, of course, he knows that it's Bash and it's Bolt and no Clap. So how much damage can these Ghouls do?
Oh, XlorD reeling. This is a bad spot for him.
A good spot is to have Kilgrim on the supporter side. Thank you for another 5 gifted subs, my friend. Much, much love. Will that help XlorD? I don't know, man. He needs a few donations as well.
Yeah. And this is the perfect position for the MK. Sure, you may have issues against Gargoyles later, but you have the lead. You have a clear lead now in this game after this terrific early. XlorD's tech hasn't started yet. Neither has Sox, though. We're pretty late with a tier 2 this time.
That's right. The perfect time for Skybot69, though, for another sub. Love the games. You guys are so knowledgeable. It's scary. Keep it up, Neo and Remo.
MK getting close to level 4. XlorD with one of his signature plays. He's trying to be aggressive with the ghouls, threaten the peasants across the map. There's no guard towers here yet. This could work out. And the Dreadlord is still not level 3.
Staff takes Mountain King off the map, but these ghoul run-bys, they don't do much anymore. Sock is too ready for them.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hammer time, baby. One kill after the next. Level 4, only a matter of time. And after level 4, oftentimes comes level 5.
That's
This
right.
MK is one hell of... what's the right word? Dominator here so far.
One hell of a dominator. And man, Remo Demo, not only is he knowledgeable about Warcraft, he also knows the numbers. Magi, very important to not get this stolen, but it's really iffy for the ghouls. Another save. But these creeps go ham. All good now, though.
We got the Zeppelin, we got the MK super strong, Shredder going home to get the Econ rolling. This seems to be the perfect position for Sock. This seems to be his best early game yet.
On XlorD's losers map. There's no fallback net, as you said. There's no game 6 or 7. Is all there is. XlorD goes double shop, by the way.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's odd.
Alright. Having wanted the expansion for potions maybe. Can be good to have. Finally level 3. But boy, did that take long.
Still lots to creep. Mountain King 4, great inventory. Love that Zeppelin play. Use the clarity, put the Mountain King up into the Zeppelin so that can't be cancelled. Awesome.
Sock is towering up pretty hard. Considering how far ahead he is, oftentimes humans feel like they don't even need any towers.
Whoa.
But Sock is gonna get a bunch at the expansion and in the main. Of course, he's got the lumber necessary.
You know what he's also getting? He's getting a blood. You can see he's getting a blood mage, dude.
Oh yeah. Siphon can be absolutely tremendous late game. Sword. What's his way back into this game?
Carrion Swarm and Harass, but that was the last one. double workshop. Ghouls rotated out. Don't want to fight this.
Triple workshop even. Tanks and gyros will be readily available. But we've seen before, if the Dreadlord gets level 3, all bets are at level 5, I mean, of course. All bets are off. Level 3 carrion is insane, especially against the mechanical units. And another thing, sleep is also a great ability to disable the Mountain King. All you need is mana.
And that's a problem against the high level Blood Mage. All about these last hits. Siphon, Sleep, Stormbolt, very quick succession. Better end of the stick for Sock.
Scourge Bone Chimes, again a nice addition for Knights later, which I'm sure we're going to be seeing at least a few of. And Sock towering pretty hard, dude. He's getting up to 7 towers. Really wants to make sure he doesn't get flooded by ghouls, I guess is the thought here.
That would be a comeback mechanism for Exile, of course. 1500 gold, but lumber is rather short on Sock's side. Compared to the other games, a rather tame mid-game, but Sock is controlling the map hard. Thanks to the disable of Stormbolt, of course, getting anti-air now. Because Mountain King, he's great against a lot of things. He's not that great against Gargs. Same can be said about the Blood Mage.
Yep. No Panda, no Breath of Fire this time. It's definitely going to be a Pally third, so no AoE there either. So it has to be the gyros or tanks to deal with the gargoyles. And the upgrades also are looking great. Look at that. Gyros on 2-0 already. With Gargs only... Oh, I guess they're also getting the same armor upgrade.
Calm before the storm. We're collapsing onto the Gargs now. There's no mana and there's Siphon. DK can heal a little bit. One Carrion would get a double kill. But no, not allowed.
Oh, Stormbolt on the Death Knight. He is getting surrounded and needs to TP out right away. Again, seems to be a favorable trade for Sock getting more Garg kills. There goes another, and it's level 5 already. Not even 12 minutes into this game. This MK becoming such a threat.
Do you know how powerful and hurtful level 3 Stormbolt is? Chechi knows. Everyone who's played a ladder game against human also knows. This is gonna be a weapon of mass destruction. We have the strongest hero combo in the game up. Stormbolt, Banish, Holy Light.
And Sock is 3 levels ahead, by the way. That is pretty crazy. And this map doesn't have that many creeps. Not left anymore. We have 4 meaningful camps still. This could be a couple of level ups, but Dreadlord 5, that is the win condition, as far as I see it. And we're far away from that.
Yo. And how do you even buy time to move out on the map? Gyros will be scouting. Mobility with boots is quite nice, and this is exactly what I mean. Like, Sock knows exactly what's up. Stormbolt, is this the end for XlorD in the W3Champions tournament? Coil comes in, the Dreadlord is just getting pummeled. There's so many more bolts to come.
Almost one-shotting the ghouls here. That doesn't take much to kill them. And the frenzy upgrade, well, it's ready, but is it really enough? I don't know. DK doesn't have the aura? Didn't skill yet, I guess. And so many kills going Sock's way. The strong heroes are really, really carrying him. Nova the Paladin, he might be going down. He's pretty squishy here still. Can't heal himself, of course. But Banish can save him.
Sick. Plus the staff on top. Dreadlord, if he falls. XlorD falls. Going for the Blood Mage. TP. Invul. 6 saves again. But was that enough? Does that save XlorD's tournament life, or does it just prolong the inevitable?
Sock now in a grand spot. It was this map as well against Happy, wasn't it? That epic series where he was able to eliminate Happy last time around. Northern Isles seems to be a great map for him. And now just all the advantages in the world speaking in favor of Sock. With a terrifying MK that XlorD has absolutely no way of dealing with.
XlorD is a master in comebacks though. If there is a solution from this point out, he'll probably has a solid idea of what it is. He's not shy of just idling in the base, doesn't care about viewers' entertainment, it's just about the W. You gotta do what you gotta do, but if you're under leveled 1.3 levels on the first hero, 1 level on the second hero, and half a level on the third hero, you're in a world of trouble.
And Sok would love to catch XlorD up here at the red camp. Man, XlorD's heroes are looking weak. 2 and 1 only on DK and
A
Lich.
player's forces are under
Doesn't really
attack.
cut it. The Blood Mage now. Super strong on level 3. He's beefed up a bit as well with the ring. I like that. And here we go. Tanks rolling. Here's the army. Strong heroes to accompany. And even some towers.
Can the undead base hold off this human army? With towers and tanks, how fitting. The human alliance is about to knock out the undead. 1,000 gold on XlorD. Can he spend it somehow?
So he can't really spend it fast enough. Has to sleep the Blood Mage to prevent the Siphon, but the DK's mana is low already. These heroes just aren't cutting it. In come the Gyros. Can deal with the Gargoyles pretty easily, most likely. There's also Barrage to be used if necessary. MK getting Siphon mana over. He's got so many Stormbolts, dude. There's so much damage from this little dwarf.
XlorD, this seems to be it!
Oh!
The Lich is just deleted from the game! Banish Bolt Holy Light is too much! Way too much! The Gyros are still in and XlorD is not! Sok takes the quarterfinal and makes it to Championship Sunday. What a hero performance on the deciding map.
Super sick. I like that he finished it in style as well. When you have those insane levels, when you are so far behind, the Banish, Stormbolt, Holy Light, that was almost 100 to 0, dude. I think he was like 85% HP maybe, just deleted like that. That must have put a smile on Sok's face as well. He was challenged, dude. XlorD was playing this really well, brought him to the test, and almost eliminated him. What a great series. But Sok in this matchup just amazingly, amazingly strong. And doing so with different strategies. We saw some MK first play, Archmage first, even a Panda second. Sok just such a treat to watch in this matchup.
Just like last time at Rara Land. An amazing series, a crazy back and forth, some meta developments. XlorD threatening the best in the world once again. But in the end, Sok is superior and got a lot of praise here. That standoff between Mountain King and Dreadlord, so sick, dude.